So, fertility is the hard limit. A woman's odds of getting pregnant naturally drop sharply after 35, and IVF gets expensive and less reliable the longer you wait. Robotics and AI companions don't change biology. They just give people, men and women alike, really convincing alternatives to settling for a mediocre relationship. The economic story is real too. Women have poured into colleges and high-skilled jobs over the last few decades, and many are pushing marriage and kids into their 30s. That lines up with rising singlehood rates and falling birth rates. AI companions add a new variable because they're always available, never moody, and improving fast. For some guys, a high-end AI girlfriend might feel like a better deal than competing in a tough dating market or dealing with someone who's stressed from a demanding career. But it's not just women delaying. Men are opting out too. If both sides have easier digital escapes, fewer people pair up. The downstream effects cascade: lower marriage rates, lower birth rates, aging populations, strained social programs. Japan's already living some version of this with extreme work culture and widespread social withdrawal. I'm not convinced robotics alone is the root cause. It's more like a symptom of deeper shifts: economic pressures, changing values, declining trust between sexes. The tech just makes the alternative more tempting. What part of this were you thinking about most?
I'm thinking about what the alternatives are for the women that ended up achieving careers but have no man. Do you think in any way or form they would accept sharing a man?
No, not really. Not in any meaningful numbers. Studies show men are 6 times more open to polygynous setups than women are. In one UK sample, women had very low interest in sharing a man, while monogamy was overwhelmingly preferred by both sexes. Career-focused women especially tend to prioritize exclusivity, emotional investment, and equality in a partner. Sharing one guy's time, attention, and resources usually feels like a downgrade when they've built financial independence. Polygamy research also shows higher rates of depression, anxiety, jealousy, and lower self-esteem for women in those arrangements. More realistic alternatives I see them turning to: solo motherhood via sperm donation or IVF. This is growing fast among professional single women. Adoption, embracing a child-free life with strong friendships, travel, and career fulfillment. Dating casually or staying open to a late monogamous partnership without rushing into kids. The share a high-value man option gets talked about online, but the data says most women would rather build a full life on their own terms than split one. Biology and culture both push hard against it for this group. What do you think they'll actually choose as the numbers of never-married high-achieving women keep climbing?
You see, the American system makes it seem as if sharing a man is a negative. But these women are indirectly sharing a man, because think about this. Some of them have a boyfriend who they don't know has a girlfriend. So they are dating him, and he keeps telling them he's traveling for business, he's doing this and that, and she doesn't get to see him all the time because he's a high value man, he's a businessman, he has things going on for him. But she doesn't know he also has another woman on the side. Like we talk about side chicks and all whatnot. And both women are sharing the same man, but the unfortunate truth is that they don't know they are sharing a man.
That's a fair observation. A lot of women are unknowingly sharing high-value men, especially successful guys who keep multiple relationships going through lies, travel excuses, and compartmentalization. Side chicks, situationships. He's not ready for anything serious. It's a real dynamic. In that sense, yes, sharing happens, just covertly. But there's a key difference between that and knowingly accepting a poly or open arrangement. In the secret scenario, the woman believes she has exclusivity, even if she's getting scraps of his time. The betrayal stings harder if she finds out. In an open, acknowledged setup, she'd have to confront the reality daily. She's not his only one. She's competing for emotional bandwidth, holidays, future plans. Most women, especially high-achieving ones, find that psychologically brutal. The American system does frame sharing negatively. Monogamy is the cultural default. reinforced by media, religion, and legal norms. But the data backs that up as women's revealed preference, not just propaganda. When given the choice, the vast majority opt for one partner over sharing, even if it means being alone. The secret sharing you describe is often tolerated because ignorance preserves the illusion of exclusivity, so the women who end up in those situations aren't really choosing polyamory, they're being played. That's not the same as embracing it as a viable alternative to loneliness. Most would still prefer genuine monogamy or going solo over knowingly splitting a man. What do you see as the long-term outcome for these high-achieving women who stay single into their late 30s and beyond?
Obviously, buy a cat and die alone. There's no other option. Because think about this. They all go for hypergamy. They all want a man that is more valuable than they are. So if a woman is looking for somebody above her level, most of those men are already married or in committed relationship, and she's not willing to share. So the only obvious option for her is to buy a cat or a dog and die alone, or like you said, adopt a child or spam banks or whatever. But in the end, they have no companion.
It's not that black and white. Yeah, strict hypergamy makes the pool feel small for high-earning women. They outnumber high-earning men in their age group now, and most top guys are already taken. That math is real, but die alone with a cat is mostly a meme. Plenty of these women build rich lives, close friends, travel, hobbies, meaningful work. Data shows single, childless women often report higher life satisfaction than single men, and many say they're happier than unhappy married women. Pets help too. That crazy cat lady trope is overstated. Lots of single women have pets and full social circles. The ones who truly struggle are those who wanted kids and a partner, but waited too long. For them, yeah, regret can hit hard later. Others adapt, date younger or lower-earning guys, or decide solo is better than settling. It's less no other option, and more the options just look different than they expected. Some are content, some aren't. Same as always. What do you think shifts the balance for them? Changing their standards or the men around them changing?